bad is the delay?
Okay, we're almost there. Okay, you're unplugging it right now. Okay, try it. Is it plugged back in? Okay.
Sorry about that. We don't have anybody in chat to tell me if anything's wrong. Anyway, so I finally got this all set up and running.
Nice.
So I feel very proud of myself that it is running. And as a side note, I also got Planescape Torment running.
Cool.
So we can
Very,
play
very
that
cool.
at some time in the future. Here we go. We might have to turn the sound up on the TV. And I think I'm going to actually move the mic up to here.
I'm gonna go higher.
His
That's
name
good.
was Geralt of Rivia. He was a witcher, a professional monster slayer.
So he looks very
An
different.
unusual
Yeah,
contract
very different from
to
what
lift the curse that
we've
held a
been spoiled
monarch's
with
daughter.
Witcher 3.
It was enough to spend the night with the princess.
He looks...
Dusk till dawn.
He doesn't look
If only she were
human.
not a
No.
deadly
Like he's got
beast,
very sharp
a
features.
Striga.
Yes,
The traitor responsible for the curse
almost elvish.
became the bait.
almost. And he has a lot more weapons.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he's got the potions on his belt. And you don't see any of that. And
This is creepy.
yeah. It's awesome.
So we're led to believe, and if I've been reading the books, so this is his first contract.
Okay.
This is how he made his name. Is this fight that we're watching right here?
Cool. And this is the Striga, right?
Yes, the Striga. Which looks amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty different.
I love how he just sets this guy free. He's
Yeah,
like,
you're dead.
good luck.
I'm not even gonna...
You're the bait. Not even gonna try and save you. Although we did learn that he's the one responsible for the
Right.
curse. So I mean, we don't
It's
really
appropriate.
feel
It's poetic.
we don't feel too bad about it.
Geralt just doesn't have time for that shit.
Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't care. And just jumps from the window like ain't nothing.
Yeah. Casually picks up a pebble.
His eyes are creepy in this one.
They're more pronounced.
Yeah, they are.
And that might be, you know, the technology of the time, you know, 'cause this is an older game.
Yeah,
It
this
might
came
just
out
look
in
that way as opposed to what we're used to with the,
2007, I think, is when this game came out.
you know, versus The Witcher 3, obviously, where it's very,
Fully realized.
yeah.
But he's still, I mean, even that.
I mean, he's instantly recognizable.
Kenry Gaming? Hey!
Hey, Kenry Gaming.
Has he been on before?
I don't think so.
I mean, we still have a lot of things about him that are, you know, he's got the leather jerkin. Obviously, the white hair, very
Yeah.
essential to his character.
It's interesting that he's got one sword.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
When did he start wearing double swords?
We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Because we'll see it. We'll see it happen.
Nice.
Got a little, like, Matrix move there.
Yeah.
Bam. So what's crazy is you can kind of tell that this monster used to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Totally just breaks his chains. busy watching Jor-El cast this, I would just kick this monster's ass.
That looks like Igni. The fire.
The what?
The fire magic. The fire spell.
Yes. Well, that's what he drank.
Okay.
And then it's just like, boom. Done with you. So I'm reading the books and I'm comparing it to Vampire Hunter D.
Okay.
Have you ever read Vampire
I know
Hunter
about
D?
it, but I've never read it.
Very kind of similar stuff.
That's awesome.
I love this. And then he just punches her. So awesome.
Yeah, I want to check out the books.
I mean, it's really a kind of a long intro, but I'm enthralled. I'm enthralled the whole time.
Yeah. Well, it's well put together, and
Yeah.
you know, I think of all the intros for these games, they're all very well done. Like
Yeah.
the intro for Witcher 2, you don't even see Geralt. You know, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I love that intro.
It's so awesome. With Letho.
Yes. So she realizes a bit too late what his plan is, which I love.
I love how he
And then he's
casts
just
the-
like, and then he's got the little timetable right there on his
Yeah.
chest. He's like, is that do?
Well, I just love how unconcerned he is. Like just almost lazily.
Yeah.
You know.
It kind of comes back and bites him a little bit, but still awesome.
I love the music theme too.
I do too.
Though gravely wounded, the Witcher lifted the curse and gained fame. The world changed with the coming of the Great War, the time of the sword and axe, the time of disdain. Geralt of Rivia disappeared, all but forgotten. But that's another story.
It's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and I love that wolf icon.
I do
His
too.
medallion.
I love his medallion. Go for it, Colt.
Okay.
Hopefully the keyboard doesn't give you too many fits. You're over here. You gotta go over that way.
Gotcha.
There you go. Is there a bit of a lag?
Just kind of strange. Okay, so this is the Witcher and then the New Adventures.
Yes. So we're playing The Witcher.
It's like difficulty.
I would do easy just because of the mouse we're using.
Yeah.
Now, I would play this game on medium, but because of our system for the time being, I'm going to be getting a new one. You're definitely going to want to do the keyboard.
Okay. So now I'm gonna have to learn the controls.
Yes.
That's what I wanted you to play. You have
I'm better at PC gaming.
your
is what you're
PC
saying.
gaming.
Well, I'm hoping by next week we have a slightly better mouse and keyboard situation.
The northern kingdoms nursed their wounds for 5 years after the Great War. Plague and famine raged, the death toll unknown. A few surviving elven and dwarven units sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight.
It's just us.
Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering what had happened to the Witchers. The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwin. The year 1270, 5 years after the Great War.
Which is a completely different war than what we see in The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3.
Yes. So this must be right after he's escaped. The wild.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the. That's where this game picks up, right?
Yes. So it's right after he's... I mean, this is where we learn he doesn't remember anything.
Now, the intro that we just saw with the contract with the Striga, how long ago did that happen?
5 years ago.
Is that what it said? 5 years?
So this mechanic, and we're going to talk about self-identity in this game,
Okay.
as we're playing through it, but... Hey, Dragon Craze!
Dragon Craze! Says we've got some lag.
Like a lot of lag, or is it just the lag on the
Everything's
computer?
all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends.
So this idea, we've seen this... I'm going to be drawing a lot of parallels to Planescape Torment with this game.
Okay.
Because they both kind of open the same way. The Planescape Torment opens with you in a morgue, basically dying, saying, "I have no idea. I don't need anything." Again, we see that again here with Geralt. And it's a really interesting gameplay mechanic because it allows us to connect automatically with this character because we know nothing as well.
Yeah.
So automatically we have something in common with him.
It's a blank canvas.
Yeah, so we're being introduced to this amazing world. Very dark, very seedy, very
ancient.
not Lord of the Rings.
No.
And we know nothing
You
about
know,
it.
we kind of touched on that a little bit. You know, we're very used to the Western idea of fantasy, which is evident in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You know, and storytelling, but this is a very Eastern type of fantasy idea.
Yeah.
And so it kind of has a darker, heavier, more oppressive feel to it.
So as soon as we get control of the game, we'll go into the settings and lower the game settings, so hopefully it won't be as choppy. I am running it on a Windows partition on my Mac, so it's not the best setup, but I'm working on a solution for that.
Okay.
I'm actually going to custom build my own little game box
Nice.
so that it'll be a PC that I can just bring with me and we can just hook it up. It won't have a monitor. We'll just hook it up to the TV and
Okay.
run things that way.
That'll be fun.
It should be
So there's Lambert.
slightly more powerful. Vesemir.
Wrong. You missed a parry. I keep repeating this. Pirouette always
Is
followed
just
by
the
a
gameplay
back
choppy,
cross
or
parry.
is the whole stream choppy? Like, are our voices choppy?
I owe my recovery to you. Thank you, Triss.
Also, she looks
Remember
way
anything?
different.
Yeah, she does.
Not much. Look below. I know the moves.
Yeah, she looks very different.
Parry. Cut.
Good old jiggle
I
mechanics.
can't explain
Seriously.
it, but I feel a bond when we speak. I know you were important.
Geralt, we...
She scares easy as well, which is different for her.
Yeah.
Okay, just the gameplay's choppy. We'll fix that in just
Yeah,
a
we can
second.
fix that.
I need to think.
Time flows slowly at Kaer Morhen.
I'm fascinated that it's Kaer Morhen because one of my most
It worked.
favorite
Not bad.
castles in all of
Take a
literature
rest. What do you think,
is
Geralt?
Kaer Paravel
Is he ready for
Yeah.
the path?
from Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe. So it's spelled differently, but I think they have the same root.
Yeah.
They both mean castle.
Right.
Wait for the rest. He's a lord. The professor promised 50 orange for every freak we killed. He's mine.
So, the other interesting thing about this is built in the same engine as Neverwinter Nights 2.
Really?
Yeah.
We got company.
Which is a very interesting game.
I'm shutting the gates. Yellow, grab a sword off the trading force.
Alright, so you're gonna take control, and hopefully you can,
Pause.
yeah, hit exit.
This isn't the tutorial.
Options. Video options.
Resolution?
Yeah, let's lower it down and see if that helps. A few more. Do 1920 by, there you go, at 1200. That should help. If it comes back up. Click OK. Okay. And then resume game. It's not the best mouse, I know. I'm sorry. There you go. It's touchy, huh?
Left click to attack.
They'll just come to you. So I have a gamepad, but this game doesn't let you play with a gamepad. You have to use a keyboard and mouse. So
I think this is too loud. It feels really loud.
Is it too loud? Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. I'm gonna go around.
How do you feel? Fine. Anyone know who the intruders are?
Ordinary bandits would never attack Kaer Morhen.
That we know, Marigold. You could try some of your famous magic.
In due time, Lambert.
Enough! We need to check the other possible passages to the upper courtyard.
That seems to be running a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Just like, get out of the way, Lambert.
Come on, Lambert. Am I going the right way?
Seeing as they're following you, I'd say yes.
What's happening?
Your hand's starting to hurt
They're
already.
trying to break down.
I'm not used to this.
They won't get anywhere without a battering ram.
Well, they have one.
Shit! What is that? A frightener. One mean beast.
Take it out, Triss.
I know it. A mage as ambitious as he is insane.
It's been so long since I played this game, it's like literally playing blind.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the major plot points, but I don't remember the specifics.
They're coming up here. Get ready.
So you'll note they only they all only have one sword.
Yeah.
upper courtyard.
The one in the glasses is the professor. Murder for hire. I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them.
Old gen graphics, yeah.
Gotta
Gotta
love it.
love
Professor,
them.
you know the way. Get to it.
hopefully by the time we finish this game and Witcher 2, I'll have built a computer that's capable of playing Witcher 3. Although we could just play it on the PS4.
Yeah.
The professor is wanted in Redania, Temeria, and Kedwin. A real maggot. I don't recognize...
Seriously,
the
that her
sorcerer.
body...
Marigold,
Yeah.
I'm interested
I mean,
in whether you can disarm Savola. The rest is Witcher's work.
You really think they dress that way like
They're
in olden
coming.
days?
The Frightener is very dangerous.
It makes no
but
sense,
it's
right?
vulnerable to loud noises.
The bells in the upper courtyard.
You know, that was one thing I was
Exactly.
impressed with The
As
Witcher
Geralt
2 and
Lambert,
Witcher 3.
You'll help me stop the Frightener
Is that
and
for the most
bandits.
part the
Leo,
women
stay
were
behind us. Geralt, you open the gate to the upper courtyard.
dressed
When we're
appropriately.
there, Triss
Except for when
can
they were
stop
naked.
Savola
Well,
and his pet. While
yeah,
we
you can't be
prepare to
naked
deal
and
with
be
the
dressed
professor and
appropriately.
the unknown mage.
I'll figure something out.
Let's do this. Bleed
I
them a
gotta
bit
what?
down here before withdrawing. Geralt,
Gotta
follow
love
the
it,
wall
'cause we
and
both said
break
you gotta
through
love
the
it. Oh,
tower
yeah,
where
that's
there's a
true.
passage
No,
to
you
the
do,
upper
Dragon
courtyard.
Craze.
You know, I think it's interesting to
They're
see...
just
You know, it's like
bandits,
going back
but
and
one
playing
might
an
be
old,
infamous.
an old
You
NES
must
game. I
open
think
the gate. We'll
it's
be
interesting
waiting.
just to see
Good
in the
luck,
last
Wolf.
7 years how advanced... You know? Because I remember, like, when this came out, I thought it looked awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like...
What's going on?
Attack! Or just stand there and let them beat you.
Well, how do I get my swords out?
Just click, left click.
I did. There we go. Also, I gotta watch the cursor,
Yes.
so it's a rhythm.
Mess with me and die.
Ooh, 3-attack combo. Bam!
That is an interesting combat system.
You took him out, man.
Yeah, I did.
I love how he, like, holds it up.
Yeah.
Like,
It's interesting.
oh, now you're taking on 2. Oh, no! They got out of your camera angle. You're doing much better than I would. You're doing great. Have you played this game before, Dragon Craze? Or any of the Witcher games? I do like how their health is in the circle on their feet
Yeah.
instead of above their head.
Yeah, it's kind
And
of
it
interesting.
kind of it feels more immersive to me that way.
Interesting.
So you're headed to the top of the tower to ring the bell to scare the beast, right? Is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm doing.
Dragon Craze has never played a Witcher game. Well,
Well,
if you watch our stream for the next 2.5 months, I mean, I don't know how long we're playing Witcher 1, 2, and 3. Mainly because we just think they're great games.
Yeah, we were
really-
talking about The Witcher last time and playing a little bit of The Witcher 3, and they really are well-realized games.
From a character point of view,
Yeah.
I mean, we really get invested with Geralt. In this game in particular, because we're helping him recover.
Yeah, this game is more. This game's about him.
Oh, by far.
Same with Witcher 2.
Witcher 2. Well, kind of. Witcher 2 is more.
It's more about the
political,
events,
yeah, and the events and everything.
you know, but it's still him trying to regain his memory. And,
Yeah.
But then
But
Witcher
this
3 is all about Ciri and
Yeah, it is.
his relationships with others.
Yes, sir, yeah.
The day you were born.
I know Yennefer's in this game, but I don't remember when she shows up.
Is she in this game?
Yeah. Or maybe they just
No,
talk about her.
I think
No,
they just talk about her because
her.
we don't
You
see
don't
her
meet
until Witcher 3.
Yeah.
But they talk a lot about her in the
Yeah,
games.
they do.
Because in this game and Witcher 2, Triss is the main romance option.
Yes. Okay, so this is one of the more interesting things, right? Is you have different combat styles.
Okay.
So if you push X, you'll switch into cat mode, which is he holds the sword. I believe he holds the sword differently, and
Okay.
yeah, it's a lot faster. Dude, you're majorly bleeding. Good thing you're on easy.
Challenge the Salamandra.
Man, it's weird getting into this vibe of fighting. I really miss the combat of Witcher 3.
So then you've got strong
Z
style.
to switch back, or to switch to the wolf.
Yes. So you've got human style, wolf style, and cat style.
Interesting.
I remember when I played this game, I mainly stayed in cat style because I liked the fastness, the attacking faster. Oh, you just totally knocked him off the...
Get off my wall, Man of the North.
So I do like how this game is starting with...
Active pause mode.
starting in Camoran. Because this is kind of like the birthplace of the Witchers, their hideout.
Challenge the Salamandra.
Well, yeah.
Bear style and monkey style. In the later games, we're kind of given the impression that Camoran is somewhat impenetrable.
Mm-hmm.
So it is interesting that we have this very first fight here.
Yeah.
But we do learn more about the professor and why he's here, what's going on, and all that kind of stuff
Okay.
a little bit later on. So
I still want to run off the wall.
that would be bad.
Come on, man. Is there even anything up here?
And you got the archers to deal with.
Archers. Well, yeah, I mean, it's overrun by all these bandits and whatnot. Whereas in Witcher 3, even the Wild Hunt has trouble
Yeah.
breaching Camoran, you know?
Oh no! That was a wicked jump he did.
Heck yeah. He's got skills.
He does.
He's got sword fighting skills, magic skills,
No way through here.
ledge
Follow
jumping
me, Spartus of
skills.
Ula.
Sorcerers are only like Witchers with skills.
It's true. Oh no. The Samaladra,
Mess with me and
I'm
die.
trying to remember who they are. Did they come back?
There was a side mission I played the other day in Witcher 3 where you're fighting this group of the Order of the Flaming Rose, and they were like they were what the Salamander used to be,
Okay.
but now they're just like basically drug dealers.
Right on.
Because they found out when you're talking to the leader, they find out that you're Geralt.
There's the bell.
Oh, that was weird.
There's a little bit of a lag there. That wasn't very loud.
That wasn't. Did I do that right? Siege Cauldron.
My nose itches. He's a dwarf.
Die, bastard!
Ah, switch, man. There you go.
You're supposed to pause.
That's right.
So one of the things that we've talked a lot about, and we're going to be talking a lot more about in the future, is this idea that we learn something about ourselves through the video games that we play.
Yeah.
So one of the more interesting discussions that I remember is when we were playing Bloodborne and having the discussion about Lovecraft. And that idea of who really is in control. With Witcher, one of the more interesting things that it allows us to do, and it's not the only game, I just think it's the one that allows us the deepest emotional attachment to the character,
Right.
is to make choices for Geralt because he really doesn't remember who he is.
Yeah.
And so this idea of self-identity, not only for Geralt as a character, but somewhat for us as well as the players, is it gives us this ability to make choices in situations and really think about those choices and say, okay, well, what would I really do in this situation?
Yeah.
And that's why I think these games, that's why I wanted to play through them. So we could have done this with Mass Effect as well. I think Mass Effect is another RPG that allows you that freedom. But it's like you're glitched or something. You're up against the wall and it's not hitting it. There you go. Now you got him. But there really is this idea of, video games allow us to see sides of our personality that we wouldn't normally have the chance to see.
Yeah.
Challenge the Salamandra.
It's like, seriously, if a bunch of bandits came into my home, how would I react?
Right.
Oh, may you squeal.
Oh, that's Mouse, man.
I know, I'm sorry. I will have a better solution for us next week, or Thursday. Maybe Thursday.
So, amnesia is a common trope in any type of storytelling, really. You see it in film, you see it in games, you see it in literature.
Yes.
But you do see it a lot in video games.
Yeah.
This idea of amnesia. I mean, even BioShock had it.
Yeah.
This game, obviously, Planescape. Even, no, never mind. I was going to say Myst, but Myst doesn't have anything to do with amnesia.
Well, it's a little bit. I mean,
It's kind of the same idea.
Yeah, same idea. You don't know
where you have
anything
no
about what's
idea
going on.
but for different reasons.
I'd love to play Myst on the show.
Yeah, I
We're
love
going to
Myst.
at some point. And Riven.
Yeah, I love Riven, man. So why is, with that idea of amnesia in mind, why is self-identity such a... Why do we feel it's an important thing to understand? To the point where...
We're willing to play 3 games to talk
that
about it.
we get invested in these games.
I think because we all... Well, I mean, there's certain things that drive us.
Damn it, Geralt. It's a miracle you're alive. You could have told me
this.
about the stairs.
Love that. I love that little...
We're supposed to fix them yesterday.
We're
Supposed to
not
fix them
Masons.
yesterday.
No matter. The professor and the other mage must be hiding in the keep.
Face the truth, witches. They're here to rob you.
Triss, child, we have nothing of value. Some good steel snow fox pelts.
I mean the laboratory and you know it. Someone wants your famed mutagens.
You're jumping to conclusions. Triss may be right. We need to find out what they want.
One thing at a time. We shouldn't turn our backs on a strong mage leading a frightener.
And you can't let the bandits in the lab.
Right as usual, Triss. Geralt, you've dealt with mages. Find out what this one wants. Leo will guide you.
Just reconnaissance, or...
No one will be sorry if some of them lose their heads. You'll manage, Wolf. Just remember Leo's with you.
I can handle this. We'll see what's happening inside and be back.
Take these potions just in case. Drink the Thunderbolt now and keep Swallow for when you need healing. I'll be able to tell you how they work. We'll make sure no one else gets inside. Triss, stay with us in case Savola has any new ideas.
So press I and you can bring up your potions. Up in your satchel. I don't remember what Thunderbolt does.
Well, I think it enhances your attack power.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, so back to your question. This idea of self-identity.
Yeah.
There's, really base instincts that drive us as humans. You know, food, shelter, procreation of the species.
Right.
Once you've gotten those satisfied, the deepest, most emotional thing we can do is understand who we are.
Yes.
And the thought of experiencing amnesia and not remembering the important people in your life. Like he even said to Trish, when we talk, I feel a bond, but I know you're important, but I don't remember.
Right.
And that's a really scary thing to think about, All of a sudden, I don't remember who I am.
Tells me I'll never be as fast as a real witcher.
And even
But
without
I managed to
amnesia,
get
we're
into
still
training today.
striving to
You
understand
beat
who we are.
Lambert. Yeah, we were fencing on the floor pegs when that strange storm came. Lambert looked away. I did a pirouette, hit him right in the gut. He didn't fall, and then he beat me.
You'll make a good swordsman.
This is an older game, but I'm actually impressed by the voice acting. It's not wooden performances like you kind of expect from these older games.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is actually, the character movement's very wooden, but
They're fully developed characters.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can dodge enemies. Also, the camera run is very, what's the word I want to use? Dilapidated in this game.
yeah,
Which it's not the camera run we see in Witcher 3. So, they do some repairs.
there's been repairs that have taken place. It's interesting because we see, before my grandpa died, he dealt a lot with, it wasn't Alzheimer's or dementia straight on, but you could tell he was losing himself and
Sundowner's disease.
having trouble remembering who he was, and I even see it with my grandma a little bit now. She's alone since he died and has been gone for a few years now. And my grandma, she calls my dad constantly all day, asking him the same questions because she just forgets.
Right.
And I just
I'll make you squeal.
to see loved ones go through that where they can't remember anything, don't really remember a lot about who they are, who they were, it makes these kind of games resonate a little bit more because we have a real world connection, heaven forbid I lose my memory or, how would I be the same person to my family if that were to happen?
Yeah.
If my wife was to go through it, how does that affect a relationship?
And like you said, I think a lot of games use this trope, but this is one of the games that actually makes me care.
Yeah. I think a lot of the games use the trope because it's easy to create a blank character and say, oh, this is an awesome character, when it's really not.
Well, and we kind of have that with almost every single Zelda game ever. There's, like I said, Geralt's kind of a non-silent, silent protagonist.
Right.
And he really makes me care for him. And even playing this game, if I were coming to this game cold, I've played it before, I've played The Witcher 2, and I'm experiencing The Witcher 3. I have an emotional connection to him, even in this game without, But coming to this game cold, I still think that they very quickly get you invested in him.
Right.
To the point where you really want to know what happens to him. Yeah, the gameplay is fun. It's got a fun combat system. The potion thing's kind of cool. It's some of a rip-off from BioShock.
Right.
Still kind of interesting. The fact that you can make your own potions and all that kind of stuff's a lot of fun. But ultimately, the character is what drives this story, and I think those are the best kinds of stories, where they are character-driven rather than plot-driven. And this is one of the games, one of the game series that I really feel like you choose what character-driven story you're told.
Right.
Similar to Mass Effect. Which, Mass Effect and this game came out at about the same time.
Is enough to stop the witches?
You tremble.
But I think back to my experience with Mass Effect and even Dragon Age to some extent. I liked Origins a lot, but then when they introduced Hawk in Dragon Age 2...
I didn't give a crap.
And I didn't care about him. Dragon Age Inquisition, I got bored of it.
Yeah.
But it just seemed... But Shepard in Mass Effect, I really didn't care about Shepard at all.
Come on, Professor.
And I think that's the difference with the Witcher games is I care about Geralt, I care about the people that are around him,
Power of the circle
and that's
They are
good characterization. You know, even though he is this typical amnesia-laden character to allow us to.
He is, but there's a lot of personality.
He does. And I've even noticed, like, when you make certain decisions and stuff, sometimes you can tell that he's not okay with that decision in a weird way.
Yeah.
The
You know?
magic barrier looks
And it's
solid.
interesting,
We need
you know?
Triss. They're robbing us. Geralt, clear the passage upstairs. Use a sign. A sign? The Ard. I can't do it since I broke my fingers training along the gauntlet. Cast the Ard at the debris.
Pansy.
I don't remember the signs. Let's go to the Circle of Elements, a source of the power. You need to try and learn the Ard.
In the middle of them robbing us.
Yeah.
Instead of going and
Instead
getting
of going and
Triss,
getting Triss.
I'm gonna go
Because
teach
in The
you
Witcher
this.
3, you go to the Circle of Elements, and it's like clear across the lake from Kaer Morhen.
Yeah, it is.
Is that where we're going now?
No, you're going to a seat of power or something.
Okay.
I love how Leo just left you though.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's
I don't
supposed to
remember
be.
the signs, but I intrinsically know exactly where I'm supposed to go. Learn new powers, otherwise known as dragon words.
Yes. Dragon shit.
Success?
Dragon
We'll see in a
shouts.
minute. I knew it would work. Let's get back before Lambert kills the Frightener himself.
Lambert's a really interesting side character, and that's, like I said, this is one of the reasons why I love these games, is because every single character in them is three-dimensional.
Yeah.
They all are very well fleshed out.
Okay. They are, and I really like the content that Lambert has in The Witcher 3. Like,
Oh,
he's
yes.
very,
Where he
does-
talks about his dad.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and he doesn't like being a Witcher. He's pissed
No, he
that
hates
he's a
it.
Witcher.
He
Like, he
hates
was
it.
forced into that lifestyle. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. That little moment between Geralt and him where they go to the element of
Yeah,
power,
yeah.
or the circle of elements or whatever, and they have the trolls, and you have to like hold Lambert back from
From killing the
killing
trolls.
the trolls and everything. So so you have to go right click on the.
Okay. That's
Pause it and see if you can get it to move. Oh, press
Press
one.
one.
All right,
Okay.
and then just right click, I think.
There we go. Boom.
Figured it out.
But yeah, their
No,
interaction with
not
each other.
Geralt. Geralt doesn't hate being a Witcher. Lambert,
Lambert,
which
one of the
is
other
we're gonna.
Witchers. We'll see him
The
here.
bandits are in the
Where's
lab,
he at? He's here
searching
somewhere.
for something. The mage used
So
the
that's
circle of
Leo.
elements to create a magic barrier.
I assume he dies because he
There's
didn't
Triss.
show up.
Children,
Yeah,
why
he
didn't
does.
you mention the circle?
Triss, child,
Where's he at?
it didn't seem important.
If the
I love
mage
how
belongs to the
Vesemir.
circle, he can create
I mean,
a
they
stable
call him
world
Uncle
through which he has
Vesemir for a
traveled
reason.
to
He very
anywhere
much
on the
treats them
continent.
like the
He can
olderly,
do it
wiser.
All right, we made a mistake, but you said the mage was harmless.
You know.
I said I didn't know him. I think we should
Also,
protect the
she
lab
looks
above
like a
all.
whore.
Don't
She
say
does.
that.
I don't like her
We know you
costume in
like to
this.
see our
I don't
witches'
like it either.
secrets.
Vesemir, if that idiot doesn't shut it, I'll...
Enough! Lambert, stop baiting Triss.
Okay.
Show her some respect.
That was Lambert just
Triss, if
talking.
Yeah.
we go to the lab, they'll
So
have us
Lambert's
surrounded.
dad
We know tactics.
was getting attacked. Some Witchers stopped him. There he is. That's Lambert.
No, that's Eskel.
Kill the Frightener.
Yeah, that's Eskel.
That's Eskel.
That's Eskel.
Only
Sorry.
I can break the barrier.
Lambert's
I'm going
dad
inside.
was
Vesemir,
being
I'll stay
attacked.
and handle
He
the
was saved by a
Frightener
group of
and
Witchers, and in
What about you,
payment,
Geralt? We
they
may
said,
both
"Give us
need
the
your
first
help.
thing you see at your house." It was Lambert, so they gave him.
The lab is important.
You chose that one,
I'm
huh?
going with
I
Triss.
was scrolling down to see what the other one said and the
Decided
sensitivity on the
that
mouse.
Eskel and Lambert
Hey,
will
you know
stay
I like
with
Triss. I
Yeah,
don't know if I
right.
like this Triss, but
This Triss is interesting. But,
I'm not too impressed.
anyway, so the other Witcher, not
The ground is shaking.
Geralt, the guy right there in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle.
That guy. He hates being a Witcher. You don't really get that in this game, though.
No, you really get it in Witcher 3 when
three.
they're talking. Like, he's just so...
This guy's badass. He just looks badass.
He reminds me of Letho from Witcher 2.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
knives,
big.
the bald head, obviously.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
he does look pretty cool. I like the berms or whatever all over him.
Quickly, defend the laboratory.
Yeah, go with Triss. Triss Marigold.
This could be a hard fight, Geralt. Take this potion. Witchers call it the Tawny Owl.
Now the Tawny Owl
Restores
recharges.
endurance.
Yeah.
Very useful when fighting mages.
Thanks. Let's go.
Do it. I really do like the potion aspect of this game.
Well, and the visuals of it are really cool too.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I am surprised how smooth it's running.
Yeah, it looks
I
good.
mean, considering how jerry-rigged my...
Yeah, he has kind of an ass hat in
You'll
Witcher
go
3.
no further, white one.
Not necessarily an ass hat, but you can tell he has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he does.
And then it fleshes out why. And
Well, and he kind of has
becomes
this...
sympathetic to him.
Life is about all he
Yeah, but he does have a little bit of,
Jealousy.
We'll deal with him
of
and join you at the
Geralt.
barrier.
Yeah. Oh, he's super jealous of Geralt.
Yeah.
Which
because
is funny though, because
he's got Triss and Jen.
Yeah.
You know, I mean...
when he's always poking fun at the fact that Geralt's drawn to sorceresses romantically, and then he ends up with Kira Metz, the
Yeah.
other sorceress in the game.
Yeah.
It's just kind of interesting.
Take out his bodyguards. This is very Star Wars-y music to me.
It is, yeah, very Duel of the Fates.
Yeah. And I love that you know the name of the song.
I love that music.
I don't know the name of the song, but I'm guessing it's the one where
Darth
Obi-Wan
Maul
and Darth Maul
oh,
and,
yeah.
and Qui-Gon fight.
I don't know.
Oh, he made himself disappear. You weren't even facing him and you made him knock.
Yeah.
You knocked him down. Get him. So this is your first major boss fight.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I have to say, you're doing very well.
Thank you.
You know, it's like that night we played Super Mario Bros. 3 with the crappy controllers.
Yeah.
I think I accidentally let that video
Disappear.
There you go, direct hit. Well, Triss could help you out a little
She
bit.
is. I thought she was with me. Come on, Triss.
No, she's just standing over there.
What are you doing, Triss?
No, that's
Leo.
Leo.
Triss is here somewhere, though.
I love his name, Savona.
It's a cool name.
Seriously, like major Star Wars music.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think this guy comes back. I can't remember if he does or not. How was your Thanksgiving, Colt? I didn't even ask you.
was
I was so
alright.
excited about giving you your present. I forgot to ask you how Thanksgiving was.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Had a lot of family in town.
I know, I saw you driving
Sibling
down
stuff.
Overland with Michael in the truck, and
Oh,
I
did
honked
ya?
and was like, hey guys, and you both snubbed me.
Sorry, man.
That's fine.
I usually just assume because I'm a good driver that people don't honk at me.
Yes.
Well, I just wasn't paying attention.
It was at the intersection of Bedkey and Overland.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in,
Yeah, in fact, we
I was
came
in
in.
my van.
We came in and we're playing The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Knocked around to see what it was like because he talked his wife into letting him get it for Christmas, but he can't play it until Christmas.
I love those kinds of
Oh
presents.
yeah. Which I totally got Star Wars Battlefront for Christmas
Yeah?
with the Han Solo Frozen and Carbonite mini fridge.
Nice. I have no idea what I even want for Christmas.
Yeah.
My Thanksgiving was fun. I made tarts with my sister, which is fun. We always do a hand whipped cream contest between the boys and the girls.
Nice.
And it was fun. Did you just drink a potion?
I don't know what just happened. did.
No idea what happened. How was yours, Dragon Craze?
I think that means I'm taking like fire damage or something.
Oh, maybe. You should tell Dragon Craze about your present. I got an amiibo,
Have you used
which
it
was
yet?
awesome. Yeah, I have.
Nice.
Totally. In Yoshi's Woolly World to make him look like Mario, because
Awesome.
why wouldn't I want that?
Yeah. So Lance got me a couple posters. It's Smoke Art, right?
Yes, smoke art.
It's
Which I'd never heard of. But holy cow, it's
Man,
awesome.
It's amazing. Yes, they're drawings, I guess. How you would,
I have no idea how he does it. I would love to see a YouTube video of it.
yeah. But yeah, they're drawings made out of smoke, and so there's one of Batman and Heath Ledger Joker.
We'll have to
Yeah.
showcase them once you get them
When I
out.
get them hanging up, we'll showcase them because they're pretty awesome. I was very impressed.
I ordered them back in August because they're handmade.
Yeah, so they take some time.
I mean, they're not. It's not like a print. They're like he custom does each one, and I was really, really excited when they showed up in the mail.
Nice.
I very rarely use exclamation points in my texting,
You were very
but I
excited.
sent you like 5 that day. It's so awesome. Oh, sweet! Your family was down from Alaska. That's awesome, Dragon
That's really
Craze.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
I mean, that's a ways away with you in Alabama. Dragon Craze is in Alabama.
That's right, yeah.
But they both live in A states.
Right. So that's a
In
plus.
an alphabetical list, they're not that far away from each other. It doesn't really help. But
Yeah, so my Thanksgiving, we just get together. Obviously, we eat food, but we just play a lot of board games, and
nice.
we usually go shooting. But the snow, all the snow we got and stuff, it was.
Yeah, let's talk about the snow. Like
That's
9
crazy
inches
snow.
in one day,
It's like the most snow we've gotten in a long time.
and it's been freezing since.
Yeah.
It's like we went from having 50-degree weather to minus 2-degree weather
Yeah.
on a weekend.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. I'm not looking forward to the ride home, by the way.
Sorry.
This is the time of year when I become a hermit. I deliberately choose not to leave my house because I hate driving on icy roads. And for some reason, the city of Burley decides that they don't need to scrape them or put salt on them
Dude,
or do anything.
Our city workers are idiots. I get so. They spend so much time driving stupid road sweepers up and down the road doing nothing.
Yeah.
But they can't get out and scrape the ice.
No.
You know, if they would do it as it's snowing, we wouldn't have all these icy roads.
Exactly.
But no, they don't do it. They don't do it. They don't do it. And then it's just icy forever. And then they decide to put dirt down.
And that
it
doesn't
does
help.
nothing.
And so we have the same icy roads from the first snowfall
Yeah.
all the way into March,
Yep.
which is ridiculous. Anyway, that was kind of a side.
But I'm glad you share my frustration because it pisses me and my wife off.
Yeah, it aggravates me too. And seriously, $15 million short on the school bond.
Yeah, dude. What
the hell?
What happened there?
I have no idea. But I was just like, seriously?
Yeah, I was reading
kidding
about
me?
that today, and I was like, what did they screw up on?
Something major.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I mean, this isn't the platform to be talking about it.
No.
But seriously, when they built that stupid Oregon Trail Recreational Center instead of the new library, which we desperately need,
Right.
I just gave up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I live in Burley, but I don't give a crap. I don't even vote
Those were
anymore.
magic lights.
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't...
You know, I don't mind building a rec center, but we needed
I
a
wanted to
library.
help, but I couldn't
Yeah,
break through that
seriously.
strange circle.
Well, and
And
that
just
was,
all the
that was
reasons-
the land for the library.
Yeah.
need to help Triss.
Well, and the whole reason behind it was that it was so, like, acidine,
Yeah.
you know? Like, they're, like, talking about how, like, we don't want to draw in more people because we're a small town. Kind of, like, reasoning. It's like, what are you even talking about? You throw a fit over chickens and people having chickens in their yard?
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden we're a small town and we can't build a new library because we don't need it?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, for its size, I think our library is amazing. But we desperately need...
We need
A new
something
one.
new, yeah. Alright. Killed Savola.
Anyway, that was small town politics for a moment.
Yep, sorry about that, guys.
Back to The Witcher and self-identity. Which, I mean, it's interesting talking about small towns because pretty much every town in this game is a small town.
Right.
There aren't really... We don't get to...
So how did Triss get hurt?
They're ransacking the laboratory. The other
She went up against the other mage.
mage.
So that's what she was technically doing. Well,
Instead of helping. Healer. Give her a potion or something.
can I?
Oh,
No, I can just make her
Level games!
sweet. Okay, how do we
Mediate.
meditate?
Meditate. I don't know.
Character?
So yeah, push C.
I did.
Can you click on the button right above the inventory?
Okay.
Your journal.
Oh, here we go. That's journal.
Map. System. I think click on journal. No? I don't remember, dude. What happens when you click on the medallion? Nothing. Well, you can go to the system and see.
Medallion. Maybe this.
Non-combat. No.
Press tab.
Dude, I don't remember.
What is it?
Check out the controls. Just push exit and then go. Options. Controls. Draw sword. Non-combat mode. Potions panel. Hero. As a
H.
hero?
It's gotta be it.
Yeah, it's gotta be hero.
Okay. What the H?
Is that not doing anything?
No, I'm pressing it.
Oh man. Dragon Craze enjoys talking about politics. I would ask him who he's voting for in 2016, but
I don't even want to talk about that. I'm voting for Skeletor.
I'm writing in Geralt. Dude, how do you meditate?
I don't know.
What's
N?
the... That's
that's
the map. Seriously? H didn't do anything?
No. I'm pressing it, it's not doing anything.
Did you push Shift H for capital H? Nope. We'll never level up.
How do I not level up?
Can you push like S for like sit down or something? You're supposed to meditate.
More quests.
What's the button above the one you're on?
That.
No, so we got the journal,
That's
the map, and system.
System. What's this one?
Inventory. Click on tutorial.
What's formula?
Okay, so you're not supposed to yet, because it hasn't told you how.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll tell us how, right?
Yeah, it will.
Alright.
So what are they after? One of the
Yeah, they're after the
mutants?
mutagens.
Which so sounds like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Adult mutant.
Dragon Craze
monster
says it's a cry
hunter.
between Carson Huckabee and Ryan Paul.
No, I kind of like Carson.
I kind of like Carson too. You want to just leave it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just leave it
I
there.
don't really want to get into it.
Alright. I don't either.
When I play games, I don't want to talk about
I don't want to
politics.
talk about politics either, although it would be
Real,
a great discussion.
real world politics.
Yeah, it'd be a great discussion for Witcher 2.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about Witcher 2.
Witcher
We'll
2.
talk about our presidential candidate.
Yes. Witcher 2 and the validity of Hillary Clinton running for president.
Ugh. Please, a witch.
Professor, deal with those witches.
So here's an interesting dynamic. All this whole time we thought the professor was in charge, and then we find out that this guy taking a box with
He
him
just
and
teleported.
leaving.
Higher witches can parry bolts in flight.
Quick time event.
Leo's going down.
Does he? I don't remember if he does it. Yeah, he does die here. He dies right here.
Another fairy tale.
Now that's interesting. There's a lot of scenes in Witcher where he throws it, where they throw their sword overhanded like that. Ciri does it
Yes.
to try to take out one
What
of the
happened?
crones.
Smashed
And in one of the
ribs,
endings,
punctured lung.
the bad ending for Witcher 3,
Dying
when
needs
he
White
goes after
Rapids
the
decoction.
crone that Ciri missed, that's how he kills her. She takes off her and he
Hang
chucks
on,
his sword
Leo.
the same way Ciri does, that
It was
overhanded.
here.
It's interesting.
I can't
Yeah.
find it. Vesemir. Leo is dead.
Sorry, Leo. We'll miss you.
Bye, Leo.
How did this happen?
have to
It's striking
keep
Christ. You could keep talking.
Late. It's not your fault, Geralt. We're all to
Disc
blame.
cushion.
Triss barely made it.
Disc
fighting for
cushion.
us.
Disc cushion.
These are bad times for
This
witches.
cushion is orange.
Something tells me they'll only get worse.
Disc cushion is green.
Safer come. Relatively. Some stragglers up there, but we'll deal with them later. You look tired. I'd like you to rest. I'll keep
Now they're
watch
gonna
and
teach you
tend
how
to
to
Leo's
meditate.
body.
There we go.
Click the meditation icon, which didn't exist.
Yeah, it was gone.
I'll find you later.
Wait, so you only get it when you're in dialogue?
What the heck?
Yeah, you only get the meditation button when you're in dialogue with someone.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's over there. It's over there.
There
Right
it
there.
is. Geralt's head.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Boom.
I love the level up system in this. I think it's awesome. It reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy 12,
Yeah.
which I love. I loved that game because of its progression.
Alright, so what are we gonna do here?
What kind of Witcher are we going to make, Geralt?
Strength. So these are all strength.
Yeah, so each one of those has a different branch. I love autocorrect. One of my favorite websites is well, it's one of my favorite websites, but I can't remember the name of it. It's where they show all of the autocorrect mistakes that have happened.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the one
Isn't it on Failblog?
is it Failblog?
Yeah, I think it's on Failblog. Just
Uh,
I think it's just called
Failblog.
autocorrect.
Yeah. Anyway, those are hilarious. They're hilarious. Which one are you choosing?
I'm gonna. Let's do our intelligence, maybe.
We
What
should
is
make a
that?
decision. So, Dragon Craze, what do you think we should
Yeah, what do
make
you
him?
want to do?
I'm impartial. I mean, whatever. We could make him a warrior, more of a wizard type, not quite as melee.
You know, I lean more towards the warrior aspect of the Witchers
Me too.
because I think you use that more often than you use the signs. Signs are supplemental. Let's do that.
So you going with strength? Strength.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta start down there in the corner.
Is that where it
Isn't
is?
that that one's strength 1? Maybe you don't have any bronze talents to spend.
What am I supposed to do? How do I?
So I think the ones that have the green dots are the ones that you can add things
Oh, okay.
in. No, not those. On the side, you see all the red that have the little green in
Oh,
them.
so those are the only things I can do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can increase your steel sword, your silver sword, and your signs.
I don't
requires a... Or maybe those are the ones you already have?
Maybe.
Maybe you really do have to meditate, and that's why it's not letting you do it.
Okay. So how do I meditate?
I don't remember.
What the heck, man?
Go to the tutorials, click on your journal. That's the second, that one. Click on tutorial. Active pause. Meditation. Left click in the dialogue to enter. Yeah, you have to be in that dialogue.
What? That's so strange.
I agree.
Who meditates when they're talking to someone? Geralt?
Geralt.
Whoops. Alright, well. Let's go find someone to talk to, I guess. Oh, there's a resume.
Bam.
Yes?
New talents acquired. There we go. Now we get a tutorial on it. Upgrade character features. Select a feature you want to enhance from the list on the left, then choose among the highlighted enhancements in the ability tree on the right. To commit your choices, left click on the hourglass. Boom.
Alright.
Okay, so we have 3 bronze talents. So let's go and increase our strength.
Okay.
Great. So then we can pick Buzz, which is immunity to pain.
Interesting.
Or,
Grit.
well, we can't pick that one yet because it's the next
Right.
one on the path. But if you go over, we can pick that one, which is strength level 2.
Sounds good. What did that open up? Position. Parry plus 10.
Let's increase our
Generation.
sword some. What do you think?
Yeah, we can do that. Strong still?
Well,
Fast.
which one do you use the most? What combat style?
Fast.
Okay. So we can pick any of those on the bottom. What are those?
Paralysis.
So adding 15% pain to each hit. It's not bad.
Held
Damage
blows.
is in 20% increase is awesome.
Sever
Pain's
seams.
30. Only works when opponent has less than 25% vitality. What's the number 2 do? Second attack consists of 4 blows.
Let's do that.
That's pretty, I mean, because it's giving you an attack of 100%, so let's do that.
Okay.
Do it. Then click on the hourglass. Let you meditate for an hour.
It's interesting.
Very much so. What do you think? Should we call it a night?
Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point.
I do too. So let's save the game. I do want to have a little bit of a discussion about
Right.
what happened. Oh, it even auto-saves for us. Do that.
Got good load times too.
Yeah, it's running pretty smooth once we brought the resolution down. I think the resolution was so high because I have a Retina display. The TV can't show that high of a display, so we had to bring it down so that the TV would be able to pick it up. But... Oh no!
What happened?
I just moused over the wrong thing.
Mouse.
So let's talk a little bit about the intro
Okay.
to Witcher.
It's a good intro. It was fun.
So I want to compare the cinematic to what we actually experience, because I think we see 2 different versions of Geralt. I'm going to say his name wrong the whole time.
Geralt.
Geralt. I'll teach myself, I promise. In the cinematic, we see a very confident,
Very calm, very
very
collected.
calm. He knows what he's doing. And in the intro to the game where you're actually fighting, he does seem very... Well, I mean, because you're learning and everything, it just works really well, I think, because it's showing you his progression as you're progressing, as you're learning the systems of the combat and everything. That the two, when you look at the two, in the cinematic, he's just laying there in the coffin with the hourglass on him, and he's just like, whatever, just letting time pass. Versus the cinematic, where it does have this sense of urgency about it, because it's kind of like he doesn't know what's going on, and even that interchange with Leo, where it's like, yeah, I don't, what are the signs? What are they?
Yeah.
Where, I mean, he was casting those signs just fine. He had Eerie, or what is the fire one?
Oh, there's Igni.
Igni's
the fire.
Yeah,
he had that in the cinematic that he used.
And the protection spell that I don't remember what the name of it is that he used when he was in the tomb.
The Quen.
And so, just looking at those two different versions of him, we kind of have a sense of who he is because of that cinematic. But if we
know what he's capable of.
So we're kind of left in this feeling of, okay, well, we can become that powerful person again, and we know that, but he doesn't. So the intro to the game really does kind of serve as this window into understanding who he is and starting to see him learning those things. I mean, he learns the sign and very easily picked it up, which I get, it's a tutorial, but at the same time we're playing these games because of the powerful characters they have in them.
Yeah.
And even Leo, I mean, we didn't learn a whole lot about him, but we did have that exchange where he was fighting Lambert, and he knocked him over, and then Lambert kicked his butt. And even at the very intro, I don't know if you heard it, but Leo's practicing, and Vesemir asks Geralt.
Good job. Just remember, Geralt is great.
Yes. If he's ready for the path. So we know he isn't quite fully a Witcher yet.
It makes me wonder, I should have been paying attention to the eyes. Because...
Oh, Dragon Craze! You totally asked the right question.
Yeah.
I tutored English for 7 years, and I always wanted to be an English teacher. As you can tell by the sweater.
Yes, it's very
English teachery.
Professorial.
So, what's the topic?
Yeah, do you have a topic?
Or an assignment?
You have come to the right place. We're both...
Yeah, we are both very good writers.
Yep. I love to write.
As do I. I should show you my blog. I've been working on it all day.
Nice.
It looks awesome.
Nice.
Next project, starting tomorrow. Game Letters website.
That'll be fun.
Have you been writing your piece? I've got 2 of my 5 done.
Nice.
It's like 15 pages already. I'm going to have to edit it down. I was like, this isn't a college dissertation. It's just a freaking blog. But anyway, back to Leo. I mean, while we're waiting for Dragon Craze.
Yeah, I don't know if he's undergone the trial of the grasses yet.
No, he hasn't. So I mean, he's kind of a Witcher. He's done the mutagens because he has the medallion.
Yes.
Right, and the medallion only works if you've gone through that mutation process.
Right.
But he hasn't.
No, the trial of the grasses is the mutation process.
Okay, so he's done that then.
Okay.
Because Vesemir specifically asks if he's ready for the path.
Yeah, and that's when you're on the path, you're a full-fledged Witcher.
Yeah. So we know he's an initiative.
Yeah.
Initiate. So it's kind of sad to see him die.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, he made a really rookie mistake.
He did.
So, but the whole point is, even Leo, who's only around for half an hour,
yeah,
we still have these little moments with him where he's a memorable character.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember, hey, he's the one that tried to beat Lambert, and Lambert kicked his ass.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I really love about these games, is their ability to engage you with their character development. Now, what's interesting is we haven't seen Geralt react to Leo's death yet.
Right.
I mean, we stopped, so that's going to be for next time.
Yeah, we haven't seen his reaction to it, or we haven't even seen his reaction to Triss being injured.
Yeah, I mean, it's all been...
Which I assume there's going to be something there, because they made a kind of a big point about her being hurt.
Well, and even...
That they almost lost her, is what Vesemir said.
And even Vesemir was kind of like, well, that's sad about Leo. You know, we haven't really seen that yet.
Yeah.
But I do like comparing him from the cinematic and comparing him from the intro, the tutorial level of the game. I do think you see some very stark differences, and even just the way he handles himself. Because when he's fighting, and no, I mean that doesn't change throughout the rest of the game, but we don't see him holding the sword like this when he's fighting the Stiga. You know. So there are small differences about him from that cinematic. So they are kind of teasing us with how powerful he can become.
Right.
And even, I mean, because we played 2 and 3, he becomes even more powerful. So we're looking forward to that. But just in this intro, you really do feel kind of his weakness and his hesitancy. And I think that's on purpose. I mean, obviously.
Well, and it kind of draws an analog between the human condition of we have this sense that we're here for a purpose, but we don't understand what that purpose is, and that's part of life, is figuring out where our niche is
and what our real talents are.
And what our talents are, and uncovering our talents, developing our talents, and
sharing them with the world.
And so to see what Geralt's potential is, and then to be put into his shoes, his amnesiac shoes, we're kind of in a similar boat, because we have this idea that we ourselves personally are destined for great things. At least we all want to believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but we don't know what the end game is. We don't know where.
So Dragon Craze doesn't have an assignment or a subject. He just wants to write something. Interesting, Dragon Craze. So it's not for school. It's just something you want to write.
Just for fun. Some creative writing.
You know, I mean, you do follow. You're a faithful follower of Game Ledger. One of the things that Colt and I have been working on is the video games that have changed our lives.
Yeah.
The 5 video games that have really defined us as people, and that's kind of why we wanted to play The Witcher.
Well, we had such an emotional response
to it, yeah. That it really kind of sparked this idea of what games have made us who we are,
and why we're drawn to them, why they're an important part of our life, not just a pastime.
And honestly, that's the whole point of Game Ledger. Mm-hmm. In a nutshell, is that video games have a validity in our life because they allow us to experience something we don't experience in books and we don't experience in movies. You know, there's no other medium where we choose what happens.
Right.
And it was interesting. I was watching Vsauce on YouTube. Do you ever watch him? Mm-hmm. And it was or it's actually Vsauce 3, but it was the video about, is Mario evil? And I was sitting there watching it with Chad, who's my 6-year-old. And, I mean, he idolizes Mario. He's got a little Mario stuffed toy that he sleeps with at night. And so watching this video about how Mario is evil, it was really interesting because he said that you can play that whole game without killing a single monster except for Bowser. The only monster you have to kill is Bowser. You don't have to jump on the Goombas. You don't have to jump on the Koopas. You don't have to do anything in Super Mario Brothers, the original, beyond killing Bowser. And he's like, so who is really evil, you know? And they did this thought experiment of if there's a train and you're on a bridge and the train is coming, and on the track there's 5 people tied up, and there's another track where there's 1 person tied up, and on the bridge is a switch that you could pull to switch the tracks. So would you pull the switch to save the 5 and kill the 1? What would you do?
Thinking logically, my logical answer would be to save the 5.
Right. And 90% of humans say that.
Right. That's what we say.
what would you really do?
I don't know what I would do.
See, and that's why I think
I
video
would freeze up.
games are one of the most powerful mediums, is because we could actually create a game that forces people to make that choice and deal with the consequences.
Well, basically at their heart, they are these thought exercises.
They are.
The what ifs. What
Exactly.
would you choose?
So then they say, okay, 90% of people respond that they would pull the switch. So then the other experiment is you're on a bridge, and there's a train coming, and there's 5 people tied up on the track, and you're on the bridge with a fat person who, if you pushed over the bridge, would stop the train earlier and save the 5 people. Would you push the fat person off of the bridge? Ultimately, it's the exact same question.
Right.
1 life for 5. The only
But
difference is
you're not pushing a button. You're not flipping a
no,
switch.
you're not.
You're
Actively involved. Well,
Yeah.
but either way, ultimately that was the whole point. Ultimately, it boils down to the exact same thing.
Yeah, the end game's still
It
the
is
same. One for
it's
5.
the same. Even though just one of them is pulling a switch and the other one is actively pushing the person off of the lift,
It's
off
the
of the
same
cliff,
thing.
you're still killing one person. And what was fascinating was they said 80% of the people wouldn't push the person off the bridge, even though in the question prior they were just fine killing the one person.
That's interesting.
But when it came to the confrontation of actually pushing someone off the bridge, they wouldn't
Actually
do
getting
it.
your hands dirty.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I think those are the types of questions that we really get to experience in video games that we don't in any other medium. I mean, you can watch a movie like Sophie's Choice, and it can
Right.
make you think, but you don't have to deal with the consequences.
You're still
of it.
hands off, yeah.
Yeah. When you're playing,
It was still Sophie's choice. It wasn't your choice.
Exactly. But when you're playing Geralt.
Got it. You're getting there.
I got it.
Carol.
Geralt. And you make the choice. We made the choice to go help Triss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going and helping Lambert. How would have the story been different had we got chosen
Right.
to go help Lambert? We don't know. Maybe Triss would have died. Obviously not, because we know what comes.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe Leo would have died sooner.
Right.
We have to deal with those consequences in the game that, because of our choices, things happen.
And I think that's one of the things why this series in particular is so well done, is because every choice you make, you feel a little bit of regret for the choice you made.
Exactly.
There is no right answer. There's no wrong answer in these games. It's all very
Wow.
ambiguous, and you don't really know what the end result's going to be until you've played it through.
Exactly.
And that's smart game making.
Very much.
It's not just the Paragon or the... What's the opposite side in Mass Effect? There's the Paragon
I don't
and the
remember.
red.
Yeah.
Blue and red.
The blue and red.
Anyway, the good choice, the bad choice.
Yeah. And I think that's, even games like, that stupid Star Wars game, The Force
Unleashed.
Unleashed, which had you choose. I didn't really feel like there was consequences to it.
Well, that wasn't the only reason you were choosing one or the other, is based on what kind of Jedi powers you wanted.
Exactly.
Do you want to shoot lightning, or do you want mind control?
Exactly.
That's all
And
it is.
with The Witcher, and I think that's why I say it's a grittier, darker world, is because it really does make you feel the consequences of your choices. And in case in point, the story of the Baron in
Yeah.
Witcher 3. My experience with that story was incredibly different than your experience because of the choices that we made.
Right.
And dealing with those and saying, I made that happen. Now, I understand. It's all imaginary. It's all made up, and there's no lasting effect to it. But if we see video games as a portal to understanding ourselves and understanding our own identity, going back to our topic of self-identity, then I think we can learn some really, really powerful lessons about ourselves. Just like asking that question, would you push the person off of the bridge to save 5 people? What would you do? Forcing yourself to answer that question honestly is very, very enlightening about who you are as a person. I don't know what I would do. Honestly, when I sat there and I was asking that question, I asked Chad, my 6-year-old, what would you do, Chad? And instantly he's like, I'd pull the switch. I'd push the person. Because logically to him, 5 is more than 1.
Yeah.
And I was kind of sitting there saying, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I have no idea what I would do in that situation. And video games allow us to confront ourselves with those hard questions. And, you know, it's kind of like StarCraft. You know, when we were forced to leave Kerrigan behind.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really, really heavy thing to have happen.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we were playing as Raynor, and we connected with Raynor, and we saw him have to leave her behind, and we knew what was going to happen to her.
Right.
And so there was kind of that guilt. Use that word. I don't use that word, Dragon Craze. But yeah, I think that would be... I don't know why it does that.
Not either.
Should be fixed now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. And we're back.
I don't use that word, Dragon Craze. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I hear myself talking and I'm like, shut up.
We all do. I hate how I sound.
Yeah, that's what I would do, Dragon Craze. I would write about the 5 games that really defined who you are. And I don't mean defined who you are as a gamer. I mean, that's an easy question. I mean, really, really defined the games that made you stop and think about the choices that you made. I think one of the earliest games I remember is Dragon Warrior. And I think the reason why that game changed me is because it was the first game where I put my name in. Mm-hmm. So the whole time people are talking to me, they're saying Lance. It was like, they're talking to me. Which was mind-blowing, you know, when I was 7 years old and a video game's talking to me. That really made me, you know, it made me feel like in that last moment when the Dragon Lord says, you want to rule the world with me, I don't know, I sat there for probably a good 4 minutes before I decided on my answer. Because I was really thinking. It's like,
what do I want to do?
What do I want to do? That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, ultimately I knew, you've never played a game that has changed you, Dragon Craze? Ah, it's a good thing you watch Game Ledger.
That's right.
We will help you experience these things.
You know, maybe don't even go that deep with what we're trying to do. You know, explore your
hardest choices in gaming.
Yeah, explore your relation with games.
Yeah.
You know, why do you play games? Why do you enjoy playing games? Why do you watch Game Ledger? You know.
Yeah.
At a very base level, I know you love us.
Obviously.
That's easy.
We're entertaining.
You know, but why are you drawn to video games? Why are you a fan of video games?
I just caught myself and I'm like, I look like Wolverine with my hair. I brought my hat so that I would.
So.
But you know, I think a lot of people think of video games as an escape, and a lot of people use them as an escape.
Which
just like people use movies as an escape, they use soap operas as an escape. You know, I mean, they can be used that way. Mm-hmm. But I think if we really challenge ourselves to look at the choices we make in video games, which, like I said, is the only medium that really lets us make those choices besides choose your own adventure books,
Which are awesome.
which are video games in a paper format. And really look at those and have the courage to see yourself as the person in the game.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. I mean, it's really hard looking at just that little brief bit of Witcher that we played. I mean, you killed 27 people. I counted. You killed 27 people in that little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm very much anti-violence. So the fact that, I'm sitting there, okay,
That you're basically a
these
murderer.
these intruders came into my home and they're trying to steal from me. What would I do? And I had a really interesting conversation with my sister-in-law about police brutality. And I am very much of the opinion that the goal is to incapacitate them, not kill them. I honestly believe that everybody deserves a fair trial.
Right.
And the moment, what happened in Ferguson, or there was a recent one where it was a 15-year-old kid that a policeman shot 26 times for, no reason. It's stories like that, and I get that they're rare, but it's stories like that really make me say, if I was put in that position, what would I do? And video games allow us to really explore that side of it. And I think even games like Left 4 Dead or Postal or what's the stupid one with the chainsaw? The zombie game. I don't remember. Chainsaw Max or something. Chainsaw Sam. Well, I don't remember what it is.
Serious Sam.
Serious Sam. Those games are really about killing, but if you have the courage to actually ask yourself, why am I playing this game and why am I enjoying this game? I think you can find some really revealing things about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you won't like it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't know. Not every choice that I've made in a video game is something I've been comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like killing Jack Ryan at the end of BioShock. Jack Ryan? Andrew Ryan. Killing him at the end of BioShock. I was not comfortable with that choice. But the game forces you to do it.
It forces that uncomfortable situation on you.
And you have to deal with the consequence of it. The fact that you just killed your father.
Yeah. And that's fair. I think, what Dragon Craze is saying.
I do too.
I think we all do that to an extent. I think, for me personally, I think there's two sides to why I play video games, and one of them is I use it as an escape. I use it to de-stress.
Yeah, for sure.
But there is another part that that come from certain games, from certain experiences I have that make me actually think about myself and my life in general. And I think that's what we're trying to explore with Game Ledger. Yes, they are an escape. I'll agree with that because I use it for that as well. But I also try to use them as a way to improve myself in certain aspects of my life.
Yeah, because it allows you, and I completely agree with Dragon Craze. It allows you to see something that you wish you could be,
mm-hmm.
a side of you that you wish you could be. And honestly, video games are one of the things that really got me out of my shell. You know what? I was sitting there playing a Final Fantasy 12, and I realized, I have no fear of talking to random strangers in a video game. No fear. I'll go up to them and talk to them because they've got useful information I need.
They might have a quest.
They might have something I want. Even Skyrim.
Yeah.
I talked to everybody in that game. Everybody in Skyrim. And it really made me realize, maybe the people in the real world have some useful information too. And it kind of got me over that whole shyness thing. And since then, I've started my own company. I talk to random people all the time,
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not going to deny that. But if it gets you to do something you wouldn't have done, it's effective.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of what I think we're trying to do with The Witcher, is show that you really can change who you are through the experiences you have in a video game.
Right.
And that doesn't mean it's any less.
No.
Doesn't mean it's any less than You know, someone who goes and does karate for self-confidence. I think you can get the same effect of having better self-confidence through playing a video game and using it as a teaching experience that you can learning karate.
Because, you know, being Dragonborn is very confidence
Freaking
boosting.
awesome!
If I can Fusro some dude off a cliff, I'm
yeah.
feeling pretty good about myself.
Heck yeah, exactly.
You know, but yeah, you know, video games are empowering. They make you feel, they can make you, they, you know, they boost your confidence. They
can.
They improve your brain function. They improve
if you let them.
if you let them in, if you allow it to.
And that's the whole point of Game Ledger.
So, Dragon Craze, you said that Skyrim made you think like that. So I would suggest write a paper on that, explore that. Why
and
Skyrim
then
affected you?
we will post it on our blog.
Because we love Skyrim.
We do love Skyrim.
I love Skyrim.
It's an amazing game.
Yep.
I think that's another game, you know, the Elder Scrolls series is another game that does a really good job of drawing you into its world.
Right.
Through kind of an amnesiac character. I mean,
A little bit, yeah.
You're a prisoner. In
You're
every
always-
game, you
always
start
a
out as a
prisoner.
prisoner. And we know nothing about your past.
Yep.
And we learn nothing about your past.
Yeah, we don't learn anything about.
No.
Except that you're supposed to save the world.
Yeah, in Skyrim, we kind of learn, like, yeah, well, you're the Dragonborn. We don't learn anything beyond that.
Yeah, what does it mean to even be the
We don't know
Dragonborn?
who your parents are.
Yeah.
We don't know jack about you. We don't know what your previous experiences are or what led you to that cart. I mean, we don't even know why you're in the cart to begin with.
Yeah, we don't even know what you did.
Yeah, no idea why they arrested you.
Just...
They did, and now they're going to behead you. And
Yep.
you're kind of sitting there like, well, this game starts off dark.
Thanks a lot.
It's like, then a dragon shows up, and you're like, shit's going to go down in this game.
Freaking dragons.
Love that game. But yeah, even comparing Skyrim to, you know, The Witcher 3, both open world, Witcher 3 has a lot more compelling characters in it. I mean, Skyrim, there's honestly... There aren't any memorable characters for me. Can you name one? The vampire guy. The head vampire guy from Dawnguard. Interesting character, but I don't even remember his name. They're very generic characters.
Yeah.
Even the Jarl...
Well, the point that I could murder all of them and not bat an eye, they're not
memorable.
affecting characters.
And even Lydia. You know, your
shield maiden.
Yeah.
The first companion
Nothing.
you get, really.
Nothing. I felt nothing towards her.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Just give me my stuff that I stored.
I will totally proofread your blog /paper
Yep.
/anything you want. Here's my email address. Jarl Yelsif.
Yelsif.
And honestly, I didn't even really care about the whole Civil War thing.
No. I never played that. It was boring. And I hated the Stormcrows. Is that what the faction
Yeah,
is?
Stormcrows.
The leader that's with you on the cart. Could stand him. Sit on a
Yulfric.
stupid throne.
Yulfric.
Yeah.
That's my email address, Dragon Craze.
Yep.
You shoot me an
Yeah,
email.
the Jarl of Solitude.
No, there were quests in that game that were freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But the character development, there wasn't any story arc. I mean, there was a little bit with the Dragonborn DLC.
We actually got a little bit of a character that
and was
wasn't
fascinating.
paper thin.
But the rest of the characters are just kind of like...
Stormcloak.
But yeah, I think it is interesting to... Yulfric Stormcloak.
Yep.
I think it is interesting to analyze, and I'm not saying every moment you're playing a video game you got to be analyzing what is this doing to my self-image or or my character.
Yeah, because there's no fun in that.
There's no fun in that, but I do think that it is a useful exercise to do when you complete a game.
If the game can bring it out of you by its conclusion.
Yeah.
I think that's
I mean,
important.
I'm playing Yoshi's Woolly World. I'm not going to get anything out of that game. It's just a fun game.
Yeah.
And that's fine, you know. You can have those experiences. Mm-hmm. It's like reading... crap, I forget the name of the book. about Doomsday. It's by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Good something.
Oh, shoot.
Crap, I'm forgetting the name of it. With the angel and the demon that go around everywhere. What is the name of that book?
If you wouldn't have brought it up, I would have been able to.
Yeah, I'm same.
Yeah.
If I hadn't have wanted to talk about it, I could have remembered. But Good Omens. Thank you. Bold it. Good Omens, there's not much to that book. It's just a really fun read. It's the same with Hitchhiker's Guide,
Yeah.
They're just fun reads. They're not books that I'm going to analyze. But, Thomas Mann's Magic Mountain, I could analyze every single chapter in that book and tell you how it helped shape me as a person. So I do think that there is a line. Not every game is going to do this for you.
Right.
But I do think that for most people, there is going to be multiple games that when they sit down and think about it, have affected them. So, at least that's what I believe.
Yeah.
Because it's happened to me.
Yep.
So
that's what we're going to try to explore a little bit more especially when we get our website up and going.
Yeah, that's really what the website's going to be based around. Is that idea.
We'll definitely have, we're not going to be so heavy-handed in all of our shows.
Maybe we will.
Maybe we will.
I do think we're just gonna have fun games that
Just
we
have
play.
fun and chat.
And The Witcher is a fun game.
It is.
It's fun.
I enjoy it. I wouldn't play it if I didn't enjoy it. That's why I don't play
Sweet
Call of
Dragon
Duty.
Craze. Email me anytime you would like. Anytime you need help with something. I am available. So is Colt.
And
Colt actually has an email too. It's gamercolt@gameledger.com, but I don't think he ever checks it.
I need to go check it.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. I think we've covered it pretty good.
Awesome.
But we'll be back on
Thursday
with some more of The Witcher.
Some more of The Witcher. And hopefully you'll have a different mouse. Did you get used to this, or did you?
I did. It's really sensitive. It's
It is.
hard to
This is what I
jumps
play.
fast.
I play WoW on this.
Okay. Yeah, it's all over the place.
It is. It's just kind of getting used to
Yeah, and I hate touchpad mice. Anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm used to the chunky bar of
finger.
soap. Oh, you'll
definitely
yeah,
honorary gamer.
Absolutely, dude.
And we'll do a Skype call with you sometime and have you actually be on the show.
Maybe we'll
That
even
would be
design some type
awesome.
of badge.
Dude, it's been so long since he's been a Magic Wolf.
Yeah, Magic Wolf.
Magic Wolf will design a badge for us.
Mhm.
Pay him to do it. It'll be sweet. Right on. Well, Dragon Craze, have a wonderful night.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Thursday.
And thanks for tuning in, as always.
Do you have anything that we could showcase?
Anything new?
Well, you could show them your Batman poster.
Let's wait till
Wait.
we get those framed.
Okay.
Hanging.